Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football predictions on the Betcraft. Is another very beautiful Wednesday morning, and once again, we come with our predictions on this very channel. And as we know, so many games are going on across the globe, and among these many games that we select a few of them, look into these games very well before bringing it forward for you. Okay, all right, that's what we do on this very channel. Okay, and I want to use the opportunity to ask those of us who are coming across our video for the first time to kindly take out time to hit the subscription button right now so you won't be missing out on our subsequent games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay, yesterday we had a very successful outcome. We saw you know the ticket two of yesterday's predictions, coming out just the way we predicted them excellently, and um and we saw 4 games out of 5 actually playing out yesterday. Kudos to those of us who played those games and won yesterday. All right, congratulations to all of you. And today we have other games arranged as usual. 2 tickets. Each of these tickets contains 3 matches in it, and we'll be looking at these matches in a short while. And all right, let's start with the first match, and it is. The first ticket is the first match in the first case actually the Champions League match where we have Benfica who will be facing Bologna. All right, in the Champions League match today, and we had Benfica in the last recent matches have actually won 5 games out of those 6. Recent games that they had, losing 1, and Bologna on the other hand have won 3. Had 1 draw and also lost 2 games in the last 6% match that they had so far. When you take a look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective, you can see that for home, Benfica have been doing very well from home, and we'll see that they won 9 games out of the last 10 home matches that they had, losing 1. And while away side, Bologna have actually managed 3 victories in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 3 draws as well as 4 losses in the last 10 away games that they had so far. Okay, when you put all that together, there's no history of head-to-head meetings between this side, but when you put all this together, we expect to see, also noting the fact that for Bologna, the last 6 games that they had produced lots of goals, both home and away. And also we saw that for Benfica, the last 6 games of Benfica actually produced over 2.55 times you know, out of 6 in the last 10 home matches. So we expect to see a lot of goals also, appearing in this very encounter. And verdict for this very game is an over 2.5. That's what we expect for this very encounter. Okay. And that takes us to the next. It is in England Championship match where we have West Brom who will be up against Coventry City. And when you look at recent games on both sides, West Brom the last 6 have won just 1 game, but have drawn 5. They've not lost any single match in the last 6 matches that they have so far. And we said Coventry City have been able to achieve 1 win, 3 draws, as well as 2 losses. Okay, when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you see that for West Brom, it's pretty much the same. Seeing that the last 5 home games that they had saw them playing out draw on all 5. And in the last 10 home matches, they've actually been able to manage just 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 wins, 2 losses, as well as 6 draws in the last 10 home matches for West Brom Albion. It's a team that draws so much, but they don't lose that much. And away side, Coventry City have managed to achieve 3 victories from away. They've also had, 4 draws as well as 3 losses in the last 10 away games that they have so far. So when we put all that together, also noting the fact that the last 2 head-to-head meetings saw West Brom beating this very side from away in 2023 and also beating them from home in March of this very year. And in this very encounter, we expect the home side West Bromwich Albion to either win or draw and under 4.5. That's what valid for that very game. Okay. All right. That takes us to the next. It is in Bolivia. Lego will have Santa Cruz who will be facing Blooming. Okay. In the same games for Santa Cruz, they've had 1 draw, one win, but they've lost 4 matches in the last recent games that they had. Also, the away side have been able to achieve. Blooming have had 2 wins, 2 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 matches that they have so far. So when you look at how these two teams are fared from home and away perspective, you can see that for the home side, Santa Cruz have had just 2 wins, they've had 3 draws, but have lost 5 matches in the last 10 home games. Not the best side playing from home. And the away side, Blooming have won 3 games. They've also had 2 draws, but have lost again, 5 times in the last 10 away games that they had so far. But when you look closely at how these two teams performed when they are doing the head-to-head performances, you can see that the last 6 head-to-head meetings for both sides have produced over 2.5, and in this one we are choosing a very safe situation a minimum of 2 goals appearing over 1.5. That's our value for that very encounter. Okay. And that concludes the first ticket for today, and we head to the second ticket of the day. And it starts with a game in the Champions League where we have a Borussia Dortmund who will be facing a FC Barcelona. Okay, in this very game, when we look at recent games for both sides, we see that Borussia Dortmund, the home side, have had just 3 victories in the last 6 matches that they had. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss. And that we side FC Barcelona have won 2 games in the last 6 games. They've lost 2 as well as drawing 2 in the last 6 matches for both sides. And when you look at how these two teams fared from home and away perspective, Borussia Dortmund have been doing very well from home, having won 9 games in the last 10 home matches, and they've also had 1 draw. And for FC Barcelona playing from away, they've only been able to achieve 5 victories in the last 10 away games that they had so far. They've actually lost 3 matches from away, and they also had 2 draws in the last 10 away games. And when you look at when you we look at the last time both teams met, it was in 2019. Barcelona played from home and they had a 3-1 victory against Borussia Dortmund. All right, but in this very encounter, we would not expected Barcelona to lose outrightly in this one, and it is at their way side to either win or draw. That's right. So, are we win or draw? That's what we expect for that very one. Okay, and that takes us to the next. It is in UEFA Champions League once again. Where we have Arsenal who will be facing Monaco FC. Okay, and Arsenal, as we know, a very big side in England, having won 4 games in the last 6 matches. They've also had 2 draws. And Monaco, on the other hand, have won 4 games as well, but have lost 2 in the last 6 matches that they had. And when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can see Arsenal in the last 10 home matches have actually won 8 games out of those 10 home matches. They've had 2 draws, and it shows that they have won 80% of the home matches that they have so far. So that tells you a lot about this very Arsenal side. And away side, Monaco FC have managed to achieve 7 victories as well in the last 10 away games, and they've also lost 2 and had 1 draw in the last, the last 10 away matches. All right, the last time both teams met was last year, and we saw them playing out a 1-1 draw against Monaco in the Emirates Cup. And in this very encounter, I give it to the home side, Arsenal FC, to achieve a result against this Monaco side. So it is a home win. That's what we expect for that very game. Okay, that takes us to the next, which I would be the last for today. Also in the UEFA Champions League, we'll have AC Milan who will be up against Red Star Belgrade. Okay, AC Milan have won 3 games and they've had 2 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And Red Star Belgrade have won 5, losing just 1 in the last 6 games that they have so far. And we look at how these two teams fared, from home and away perspective. AC Milan have actually won 6 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. Okay, and Red Star Belgrade, their way side, have won 7 games from away. They've also lost 3 games. All those 3 games they lost were actually continental matches. But they've been able to win all the local matches. But when you look at how they fared in the last time they met, it was 2021, and they had a 1-1 draw against the AC Milan on that occasion. But in this very one, I give it to the Milan side to achieve a result against this very Red Star Breaker. So it is home win. That's what we expect for that very game. Okay, yeah, and that concludes our operations for you today on Betcraft, and I wish you the very best of luck. I hope that you get goals going. Also remember to play responsibly. These are football games. Sometimes it may not be what it seems. That being said, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until then, keep running.